And good evening. I am here with the great Captain Strangelife. And as you can see, we are just ready and raring to go, as they say, or somebody says that somewhere. Well, let's see who's all in the chat. We're going to start with Recess. I look forward to this every Wednesday. That thumbnail is, well, thank you, Recess. Appreciate it. Here's me telling everybody that you're backstage, ready to go. Here's Maranya says, beware the potions that the captain is making, Micah. He may turn you into a newt. Well, that happened last Thursday, but or better yet, a Gil Kane and George Bell enthusiast. No, can't happen. I have natural immunity. Here's Michael Taylor says hello. Hello, Maranya. Good evening to all the foofs, the friends of the old fossils, Peanuts, and everyone else in the studio audience tonight. Gratu Orloff's there saying hi. Hello, Gratu. Here's Rob Brown. Good evening, my friends. Excellent. Excellent. And here's Ranger Sly, all the way from Canada.
Oh, cool. Very good. Very good. Well, it's cool for everybody to see everybody.
He can see us, but we have to talk slow because it takes a while to get up to Canada for him. So.
Oh, yeah. I'll talk very slow, like Eric Breen when he does the puppet show, Geeky Puppet Show.
Howdy, everyone. I won't be staying long because I think I caught a virus. It's uh-oh. Well. And Michael Taylor says, hello, Ranger. Here's Paulo. Funny animal invasion. Does this mean Captain Strangelife is now Dr. Moreau?
Dr. Morose.
He could be a stand-in. Here's Eric Breen.
We were just talking about you.
Chicken noodle soup. I had some today, Ranger. Hey, says Fireball. Bigora, yep, it's a puppet. You'd have to watch the puppets to understand that. They're all wishing Ranger to get better. Here's Charlton 66. Good to see you, Steve.
Hey, Stevie.
And hello, Fireball. And nice, lively crowd. Good to see. Yeah, Easy Comic Readers here. Hello, everyone. Rob says hello to back. The one missing, though, I hope his internet's back up. Oh, yes, the Jackson Roykirk. We hope that he will make an appearance later. Hey, Michael Taylor. Missing Mars is here.
Mike.
Saying hello to everybody. Paulo. The Eli Katz alarm. Yeah, I haven't heard that in a while. With Funny Animal Night, we probably will be safe.
It looks like that way.
Yes. I want my MTV. Well, you'll have to go back to 1986 or 85. Meyer's here. It's good to see Meyer. Missing Mars says hello. And MKF, hey, he's the captain of a ship. That's right. Lead paint's out there. This is his busy time. He does taxes for everybody. So fist bump to Missing Mars. And here's August. Is the oldest collector in fandom. I don't know. Are you the oldest? No.
Hippie was older than me, but I don't know if he's still around anymore.
Yeah. I see him on Saturdays.
Oh, so. Okay. I got to tune in. there, man. And I got to tune in to Doc Silveridge as
well. That's where he's active, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Here's Jambo. Jambo, good to see you. More lead paint. Hello, Missing Mars. And I see Horror Mike is in there.
Yep, cool.
Hello, Mike. Yeah. They're wishing they could see Betty, Jambo. That's too bad. Maybe I'll dig up a picture later. Show. Did I skip past? There's Ron. Hello, Ron. Good to see you. And Maranya again. And Jambo. And Maranya said what? She said 31 people in the audience. All right. Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good.
She's good at stuff like that, man.
All right. I'll add a little dotted line here.
She's good at crowd control too.
That's why she's my only moderator. So my only official moderator. So let's see. I want to try this aspect tonight. So I recently did these on Instagram. I don't know if I've done them on YouTube, but I did a cover for Tarzan in the City of Gold. And I really like the back cover. And of course, another cute little lion.
Amazing.
I think that makes 11 of those little lions now, and no two are alike. I Escape on Venus.
Absolutely amazing the way you do that. It's just.
And this back cover is the artwork for the Ace paperback, Escape on Venus. And that's the original art there. And Chessmen of Mars with the original J. Ellen St. John. This is the artwork for the paperback, the Ace paperback, Chessmen of Mars. And I put this this crazy guy on the spine.
It's a lot of work.
It is. It is. The Eternal Lover. Somebody goes to visit Tarzan and they end up in this strange place. So Tarzan makes a cameo in this. And this was like a 1950s cover. I just couldn't resist that dragon dinosaur.
A lot of work, but the end result is well worth it, I believe.
Here's Pellucidar. And the back cover is pretty outstanding. And the spine. So, all right, enough of that.
Absolutely amazing.
I thank you. I showed in the little promo my the cover, the mock-up cover. Here is the real thing. I've got her all glued together. This is from 1941, the January issue. And with the spine, amazing story. So
amazing. You're making your own pulps.
Yep. No, the glue's dried, so hanging in there. Can't wait to read it. So, and I don't have to spend $150. Can you believe that? For something that's probably going to fall apart. So, all right. So we said this was going to be funny animals. And there's Atomic Mouse for you. Funny animals. And it's a Charlton.
Created by Alfago.
And Walter Lantz, Space Mouse.
Ooh, I should have pulled mine out. I could have brained you.
I love the two-headed space duck. And another Space Mouse. Great looking dragons there. And from 1957, here's Felix the cat.
I used to watch the old black and white cartoons.
Now, if you stare into Felix's eyes long enough, you'll realize he has had a lot of caffeine.
He's got bloodshot eyes. Oh, man.
One more, then we're going to go to our star captain here. Here's Chilly Willy. Chilly Willy is, he doesn't like the cold. So he has to.
There's something very strange about that. He's a penguin.
Yep. He has to warm up his butt. So.
And they're all the way in Antarctica.
Or the other south. Yeah, I don't know.
That's Antarctica.
All right, now let's flip this around. And woohoo, look at that. Isn't that amazing?
What am I doing? Oh. All right, I'm going to start out with...
and here's the Great Legend. Hello, Great Legend.
Ooh. I'm going to start out opening up a root beer if I can. Oh, here it is.
Thank you, Rob. Micah plus Hans is awesome. Why, thank you very much.
Oh boy.
Here's Comic Book Curator. Thank you, Mars.
Okay, what I got here is Zoo Funnies. This is the first comic book, and it's Steve Steve would know this, but it's the first comic book that was published under the Charlton banner. They started out in 1940, you know, with when they called themselves the two Charles, I think, named after Sant'Angelo's kid and his partner's kid. They were both called Charles. They started out like that, but by 1945, it was Charlton Comics, and this was their first comic that they published.
I love how the bunny comes out of the O, and that's great.
And this is the very first issue of Charlton Comics that was published by Charlton. This is it says 101 up there, but it's actually volume 1, number 1.
Okay.
First book published under the Charlton banner, right there.
Hello, Dr. Five. Here's Gary. Hello, Gary. Why, thank you.
Over there. Here's a little bit of Super Rabbit.
Yeah, is this the one you found just minutes before the show started?
No, that was 50 Fables. This is, I think this is a timely publication, if I'm not mistaken.
Nice. Look at that.
Was there a story in here by? Oh, I can't tell. I don't know, but I think it's a. There's a story in here published by. Written by Stan Lee. Let's see, 19 Comedy Publications, which I think was an imprint of Timely. But Infinity cover.
Yeah. And they're illustrating that their comics are just jam-packed with goodness. It's just falling right out of there.
Falling right out of there, yeah.
Yes, Maranya, I did use Beckerman's glue for that pulp.
What else have I got in this box? Super Mouse, the Terrible Magician. 1957. Pines Publishing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, there was more than one Super Mouse.
That's what I figure.
Yeah.
Atomic Mouse, Super Mouse, Mighty Mouse.
Well, Walter Lantz had his own Super Mouse, the one I showed. And that's another Super Mouse. So I don't know if they argued over who has the name or what, but
well, they call it Super Mouse the Big Cheese, so maybe that's what the difference is there. Here's a book that I don't see too many people, a title I don't see too many people showing on YouTube. Happy Comics. Somebody scribbled in pencil all over the cover, but
wow. Well,
could be in better shape, but I don't mind it.
So he's walking on the walls before Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's probably where Stan Lee got the idea.
Yeah, it makes it a key issue.
Well, how's someone else's ideas, you know?
Yeah.
1944. I mean, these were what got kids started into comic books, these kind of entertaining magazines. Here I have Ha Ha Comics. This is the very first issue of Ha Ha, published by ACG. That was the first thing that ACG ever published. Ha Ha and Giggle.
Yeah, it's neat that the title is laughing. Little characters.
Maybe I should pull it out of the Mylar. I gotta pull everything out of the Mylar because you can't. It's old and beat, but it's the first issue.
No, it's great.
These are fun to read when you go to the bathroom. Your own personal library right there. You know what? I'm not going to waste time trying to put it back in the bag. I'll do that later, I guess.
Meyer said that guy walking on the wall is the first appearance of Funny Animal Paste Pot Pete. Yeah. That makes it a super key. Yeah.
Wait a second. I might have the first issue of Giggle. You have Giggle's comics that by any chance, Micah?
I have one for showing tonight.
One.
Don't know where it is in the stack.
Here, this is an interesting book. This is the first issue of Giggle comics from 1943. This was the year that ACG started their company, American Comics Group, with money that they borrowed from Harry Donenfeld. That was Benjamin Sanger. They play cards together.
Nice.
It's a little bit, you can see the stereotyping there, but
yeah,
you got to put it into the time period that it was, 1943. General mindset of the country was different at that time, you know, of course, than it is today. But that's the very first issue. Look at that, all meat ration. What is the OPO? OPA? I don't know what that is, but might need to replace some of these backer boards. What else I got here? What was that? What was that? I dropped something there. Ha Ha Comics number 4. Join the animals for victory. Even the animals want to get into the act of war.
You could tell it's good when one of them has a cigar.
That's gone. It's in pretty nice shape, though. For
yeah.
There's this. I think this is what I was showing you earlier, from 1948. Frisky Fables, cover by Al Fago.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I as I was telling you earlier, this thing got water damage, and I experimented around with it, you know, just to see if I can.
Here you go, Captain. Ranger Slice says it's the Office of Price Administration.
Office of Price Administration.
Sounds like bureaucratic red tape to me, but
that's what it sounds like to me too.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that, though. Anyway, this is Frisky Fables number volume 3, number 12, and the front of this book, it got water damage. You can see here. I got a hole in there. And this is the back.
Yeah.
And then I color touched the whole front of it. The whole front of it looked like the back, like that. And then I did a bunch of color touching on it just for my own purposes, you know, because it's a nice, to me, a nice reader copy. And they do a little take on George Washington crossing the Delaware.
Yeah. So I suppose if I had a magnifying glass, I could probably tell, but just seeing that on screen, it looked really good.
Yeah, from here, yeah. But the interiors are not that bad, even though it got a little, you know, water damage. But I'm happy to have the book. I don't know if you want to show something or if you want me to go on.
Yeah, let me grab two more quotes here. Stabilized prices. Yeah. I imagine there was a big underground, especially you wanted tires for your car. Well, I tell you, as soon as Pearl Harbor happens, you better hope you have some good new tires because
yeah, rubber.
It's going to be a while. You know.
Everything was being rationed, right?
And they kept it going a couple of years after the war. I would have got a little frustrated, but they're all saying outstanding. I agree.
Well, thank you, people. Thank you, and thanks
Okay.
everybody in the chat for being there. Charlton 66.
And Ranger's hanging in there, even though he may keel over any minute now because he's sick. All right. Here's Scamp. Now, this is 4-color 708, but between you and me, this is Scamp number 1.
Ooh.
So,
Scamp the Tramp.
And this is another 4-color, but it's Scamp number 2, basically.
Right.
And then he broke away from 4-color by around issue number 6 or 7 or 8, something like that. So he's beating the heat with Trusty. And I tell you, that's one of the best cartoons, Lady and the Tramp. When they made that, outstanding.
That was a great. Disney had great movies back then in the 50s, even the early 60s and 40s. Now it's all crap.
And the town Lady and the Tramp occurs in is kind of dedicated to the town that Walt grew up in. And at one point, you see a horse-drawn carriage, a milkman, and then there's one scene where a guy has an old jalopy. So it's the turn of the century. The cars are a brand new thing, but
I think Walt Disney was born here in Illinois
or Missouri. Not to start a border war with you, but I forget where.
Maybe I'm thinking of somebody else. I don't know.
Yeah,
somebody will look it up though.
There's Scamp, hiding from the man because he's on the lam. And looks like a lot of fun. If you want to practice drawing Scamp, this is the best cover to do it because his ears are perfectly out there. Then the eye, almost a profile. So you can tell the kid that did that while he was growing up. How about some funny stuff from DC Comics?
Well, that's interesting. There's nothing on the right side of the book. I mean, as I'm looking at it, would be the left side. Or is there a price tag on there? I can't see.
It's under the number. It says 10 cents.
Okay.
This is from 1947.
Maybe I gotta put a couple of more eye drops on my eye.
And here's some more funny stuff. This is also from 1947.
Oh, somebody else is trying to cross the Delaware.
Yep. They're not going to make it.
They're probably spies anyway.
I've never played, horseshoes blindfolded, but here's 1949.
What's he got on his butt? Oh,
Well,
he's being branded.
He sat on the frog's hat. So,
Oh, I thought he was being branded or something.
so you see the frog wearing the hat in this issue. See,
Yeah.
it's a good bear hunting cover. And another DC comic was Flippity and Flop.
Is that Sylvester on the cover?
It's, to me, it's a knockoff, but
Look at that. Yeah, knockoff Sylvester and Tweety.
Yeah, adding the dog element, which you didn't always have with Sylvester. But here's Andy Panda. They're trying to get across the Delaware, but
Everybody's getting across the Delaware.
yeah, they're not going to make it. That swordfish. This is, the great thing about these, there's no ads. I mean, I like ads, but this is just like hit the ground running story, page after page after page after page.
Yeah, it was like that. So, they had very few ads in any of the issues.
So Andy continued to have boat trouble. And now they're Charlie the chicken is staying dry. I like to bother my wife. My wife was a band nerd. I played football, so we call them band nerds. So
that paint says Missouri, so I guess you're right.
Yeah. So a little Woody Woodpecker, Andy, and Oswald the Rabbit. And I showed this 4 years ago to Eric Breen because it was a sports-related cover.
4 years ago. How the time flies like that.
He'll be in the chat saying, I remember that.
Oh, a nice Christmas cover.
Very nice. Wouldn't you like to have all those Woody Woodpeckers?
As long as they were just toys.
And they didn't do that annoying whatever.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. It's fun for a little while, but in the end,
you're going to get it in the end.
There's going to be pain.
In the end, you're going to get it in the end.
Of course, shortly after this, the kids turned Woody into the authorities, and
of course,
never seen again.
Spank a kid today, and you go to jail.
Social commentary; it's totally free. So,
hands on.
Yep, and they obeyed the letter of the law. Look, Ma, no hands. Couple more, huh? Andy and Oswald say, hey, don't forget about us. We're in this book too. Woody was kind of taking over the world there for a while. Now, another cover, I make fun of my wife. She's a band nerd. Did I mention that? Yeah. Basically the same gag in a different style.
Well, when Yogi blows into that...
he'll be deaf. Now, is Huckleberry, is he culturally appropriating a certain culture for this?
Well,
I don't know.
I don't see it that way.
I don't either.
He's just wearing a hat that's typical of the Chinese at the time. I don't.
Here we go, 1959. Got Pixie and Mr. Jinx. That is a great one to draw too. Huckleberry is turned at the right angle. And last one for this round.
I think Huckleberry first appeared on a Yogi Bear cartoon and then became more popular than Yogi Bear.
Which is saying something because Yogi was
big.
Very popular. Yeah. All right,
Oh,
I'll switch it to you and I'll check up where we left off.
let's see here. Man, I gotta pull this box over here. Crap. You know what I was gonna do? I told Greg too I was gonna do this, and I forgot all about it. I was gonna make a copy of this and then show how it works. You know, cut here and there, and you
Oh
cut.
yeah,
Remember that?
yeah. You told me about it. I know.
Right. And then there's this thing on the back where you
Thank you, retrospect.
let's see. Call it an animated cover. Then you cut that out, this part right here. And then that's what you do to it. And then you pull on it and they look like they're yelling at each other or something. I don't know. I forgot to make a copy of this and do that. So I don't know. Crap. Hello.
Bugs doesn't want to hear what either of them are saying. He's got his fingers.
Yeah, and I'm curious as to how that looks, you know, when you do that. But
Michael, if I can get the pages printed, then I have to have them sized, cut 7x10. Then I glue them the first round. Then I take it to my print guy and I say I need a cover that will fit this. Now, of course, I have to make the cover. Front,
quite
back,
a lot of work.
spine. And then once it's sized and perfect, then I take it home and glue again and blah, blah, blah. So a few days. Hey, that's a super duck. Let me get this off the screen. An Archie super duck. Wonderful.
And there they are in the Delaware again. But I don't know how the shark got there.
We should have named the theme Crossing the Delaware
Yeah, we should have.
or the Rubicon for the Julius Caesar fans out there.
Ooh, look at the back of this. This is a nice one. Uncle Bernie's Fun Shop.
Yeah.
Look at that creepy, those creepy dolls there, isn't it?
Hey, kids.
Ginger.
Yeah.
You got some puppet. Was he smoking a cigar or a cigarette?
Oh, well.
Yeah, he's smoking a cigarette. Look at that.
Apparently, Chicago was Walt's hometown. I could have swore I saw.
Not Chicago, but Illinois. I think that's where he was born. He was born in Illinois. That's what I thought. That's maybe not where he grew up, but I think that's where he was born. I'm trying to see if I can't focus that darn thing. That is pretty cool, though. Anyway, I think these ads are sometimes more interesting than the actual story. Yeah, we got some new funnies over here with a little Woody Woodpecker doing some bondage.
Hello, Mike.
We got a bondage cover going on over here. Let me take it out of it. Take it out of the mylar. What is that on the bottom there? What? Oh, donuts.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's what he's using to gag the children.
Look at he's having a martini, smoking a cigar, reading a porn paper, and tying his kids up. I mean, what kind of a cover is that coming from Dell? Unbelievable. Should be ashamed of himself.
I told you Eric would remember it.
Oh, here's some more bondage.
Oh, dear. And it's got a little 8-ball.
Yeah, as time progressed, I think they turned him into. They did away with the black color and they made him white, or if I'm not mistaken, because it was kind of stereotyping. It's from 1946, that issue.
There we go. There's our confusion. Dr. Five says he was born in Illinois,
raised in Missouri.
That's what I thought. That's what I meant.
So
Hey, you fools, you think I don't know nothing? What's wrong with you? Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
the documentary I saw was talking about a Missouri town, but you know.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. Yeah. Woody is making the best of a bad situation.
He's taking a bath. About time. I mean, these guys don't want to eat a stinky woodpecker, you know.
No, of course not. Yep.
Oh, this has got to be rebagged. Boy, did I got to put this over here like that? Now, this is interesting. This is going to disturb a lot of people in the chat, maybe a lot of people watching this, but unfortunately, that's too bad. But I hope it doesn't disturb Micah too much. He went out hunting, and he killed himself a moose, and now he can't get it in the fridge. This is for all you meat lovers out there.
That could be a problem.
For all you meat lovers, baby. And here's another copy. I love that cover so much I bought two. I'm like Night Tiger. Take that one out of the bag.
Oh, this is the second one? Almost probably looks better.
Yeah, I think this one is a better copy. Got a shotgun on the cover and a dead moose in the fridge. Boy, oh boy, these Dell comics, man, you know, I don't know. They almost be in a class with the EC comics, you know, the way they're.
Yeah.
Spike and Tyke. This is a
nice
cover with the rain. I love rainy covers because it reminds me when I was a kid, I would hang out in the closet, you know, on a rainy day and pretend it was my spaceship.
Yep.
I still do that, and my wife, I don't know if she wants to bring me to a psychiatrist, but I don't see anything wrong with it.
Well, here's the crazy Hungarian. Hello there. Seeing a lot of new faces. Good.
Oh, my. I didn't know these were in there. Christmas covers.
Oh, my copy is in the other room. But yes.
Oh, hey, you could bring me.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
The Frigid Hair.
Yes.
The Frigid Hair. They must be talking about his girlfriend. Chippendale. Oh, I always love these two characters, Chip and Dale. And this is one of the comics that I have on the as a backer board. I got a clear backer board because the ad is so fantastic.
Oh, nice. Yeah, the front cover they redid. I have the gold key reissue of that cover. Yeah. Great stuff.
Yes, indeed.
Great stuff.
I wish I could focus this damn thing better, the darn thing better, you know, but well, anyway. Oh, I could have brought out my holster. I got a holster with my cap guns from the 1960s. Huckleberry Hound and
oh, nice. So it's a Jack and the Beanstalk.
yeah, he's going up there. Here's a Bugs Bunny. Oh, this is a reader copy. I have another copy of this. I thought that this was my better copy, but it doesn't matter. They're good. They're good comics. Dell Comics and Gold Key are good comics.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, $12.95. Look at all the stuff you get. 3 plastic fishing rods, no more than 3 feet in length. Oh, here's the first Bugs Bunny, I think, in Dell Comics. Public Nuisance #1. This is from 1943.
Hello, Tony. It's a rare stocks image cover. There's a Classics Illustrated that has one, but
This,
you rarely see someone in the stocks. Yeah.
my understanding is that it's the first Bugs Bunny comic book in Dell, but I could be mistaken. I don't know. It's got cream to off-white pages. Pretty nice.
That would be Dale. Dale has the red nose.
God darn it. Bear with me, people. You want me to stop here? You want me to go on a little bit or what?
Oh, go ahead. Sure.
Go ahead. Okay, here's a Barnyard Comics.
Whoa. Piano.
This is
Oh, okay.
the
Cool.
cover on here, man. Let me get this out of here.
Michael Taylor thinks that is the third Bugs Bunny book. For
The
Dell.
third one? It's possible. I gotta look at the Grand Comics database. It's I don't know. It's the first something or other. Maybe it's the first all Bugs Bunny. I don't know.
Man.
It's got the Lionel trains in the back.
That front cover reminds me of the old joke. Do you play the piano? It's getting where I hardly pick one up anymore. Yeah, I used to bring the house down with that one.
I think this might be. My goodness. Could this be Vincent Fago or Al Fago? I don't know. Vincent Fago, was the interim editor at Timely Comics when Stan Lee went into the service in 1942, from 42 to 45. Vincent Fago took over, and Al Fago was the older brother of Vincent. So I think this is a either an Al Fago cover or a Vincent Fago cover. No, man, I didn't write nothing down.
You're pretty sure. You're pretty sure of Fago, one of them.
Yeah, he could be Al Fago. Al Fago created Atomic Mouse for DC.
Yeah.
I mean for Charlton Comics.
Right.
What the heck? Oh, there it is. And then somebody showed this on your show not too long ago on the 4-color fossils, I think.
I think Dr. Five showed that on Grad 2 recently.
Was that too? Well, maybe that's who it was.
Yeah, we both saw that, and you said you were going to show it on tonight, and I thought, good, I don't have to pull mine.
1952.
Because yours looks a lot better than mine anyway. So.
January 1952. That's my birthday, January 1952. And I'll do one more, and then we'll go over to you for a while. This is New Funnies, 52-pager from 1951. New Funnies number 169.
Night Tiger said it was Al.
Oh, good. See, it was either Al Fago or Vincent Fago. Very good. Thank you, Mike. I do appreciate that. Al Fago, right. And then his brother Vincent. Oh, his brother Vincent. He did. He was involved in the in some of the animation on for Fleischer Studios. Mr. Bugs Goes to Town. That was
Okay.
Vincent Fago, and Vincent Fago also did animation work on what's that other one? That great one, Gulliver's Travels.
Ah,
So that's all Vincent Fago. Interesting. I think it's interesting. Yes, indeed. I think it's interesting. Yes, indeed.
Dell was their own little thing. They produced paperbacks, crossword puzzles, anything. And they had a license with Warner Brothers and Disney and many others to produce their stories under the Dell imprint, but it was really run by a company called Western Publishing.
Right.
Western Publishing later became Gold Key and left Dell. So,
And
hopefully-
then Dell fell apart.
yeah. Yeah, about it. All right.
Thank you, sir. I hope none of those.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it was Night Tiger. He was on that show with Dr. Five. So, yeah. Night Tiger's the
Night
one
Tiger showed it.
Yeah.
So, Night Tiger, you just got brained. Few
Days later. Yeah. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Yeah. Bugs kind of went through a transformation. So did a lot of characters. Look at the very first Garfield. Strange creature looking. So, Bugs was pink at one time too. Early on, almost hairless. Like a Chihuahua rabbit. Weird. At least that's the way I describe it. So, okay. I will show a little. I always love this cover. It's so quaint.
Oh, yeah.
It's 1952.
Nice family cover. My birth year.
Even has Geppetto's cat Figaro down there.
Figaro.
Of course, you see Scrooge is distracted with his dollar bill. He's probably just lifted out of Donald's pocket. All right. Speaking of Donald Duck, here's the Ghost of the Grotto.
Ooh, that's a great cover. Look at that.
I was very happy to get this one.
Wow, the Ghost of the Grotto. Yeah,
the story is fantastic. It's a Carl Barks story inside, and anyway,
I got a reprint of that.
Yeah, so do I. It's been done. They know they can keep printing it, and everyone will keep buying it. Here's an old Mighty Mouse. This is 1955.
You got a Mighty Mouse up here.
Yeah. I never had a drinking fountain where you could. Apparently, that was all the thing. You had water pressure. Put your finger on it.
Yep.
And I showed this a couple months ago, but everybody forgets. So here's a CBS issue.
Where's Oil Can Harry?
Now, I showed you some Woody Woodpecker earlier, so here is the 2-bit Wacky Woodpecker. I'm trying to show a variety of funny animals. So,
A woodpecker knockoff. Get it? Knockoff?
yeah, that's exactly right. Here's Top Cat.
I'm laughing at my own stupid joke.
Top Cat is walking the tightrope.
Oh, I got one of those up here too.
A Top Cat walking a tightrope?
No, a Top Cat Soaky toy from my childhood.
Hey. Will you be able to show it?
Yeah, I could show it later. That was one of my favorite cartoons, Top Cat.
Oh, you like rain covers?
Yeah. We used to use those as shields when we played swords and pirates and stuff.
And I'll pretend they're crossing the Delaware, but I don't think they are. I think they're just out fishing.
Recede.
What color should we put the title in? Who cares? Just do all the colors. It's probably a conversation that took place. All right, number 19, Walt Disney Comics and Stories, 1942.
Oh, that's a nice, colorful cover.
It's seen better days, but it's my oldest Walt Disney of the run. I'm trying to get all 262 of these that Dell produced, and of course, the first 18 are going to be nigh impossible. But
those are Barks covers.
Walt Kelly for this one.
I mean, like the first 18.
Oh, there are all kinds of. There's Al Taliaferro.
Oh.
There's various artists. Here's another Walt Kelly.
Skunk. The shy little skunk.
And I don't know if you'll remember this one or not. You sent it to me.
Yeah, I remember that. Look at that. He's waiting for that worm, and he's got the hammer ready.
And here's a good Thanksgiving cover.
Boy, what a turkey. On the cover, I mean.
Oh, yeah. But I like the fact that ducks want to eat turkey.
Or maybe the turkey is trying to get to the duck.
Well, it's really Huey, Dewey, and Louie. And another Walt Kelly cover.
Oh, that's a great cover. Magic cover. Magic trick cover.
And I think Walt Kelly knocked it out of the park for this one.
I've been trying to get that one. I love that. I love that cover.
His poor pipes are frozen, I'm sure. Just the look on Donald's face is he is so disappointed. Look, he's got the rubber duck and everything. Was going to enjoy a nice, well-deserved bath.
Ice skating in the bathtub.
You know, ducks love the water, so.
Yeah, they sure do.
Here's an excuse to put him in a different colored hat. So. And another hat. Here's a hunting hat. So the moose you had on your Woody Woodpecker.
Yeah.
This moose got away. So.
It's funny. I just came across another copy. That means I got 3.
3 of those? Excellent. Walt Kelly cover. Look at Donald going, what are those kids doing?
These are great, these books, you know.
I love them. And I thank everyone for, I still got enough for another good round. Want to take a break here to talk to you for a second. I want to thank everybody for coming and watching. And I've kind of always wanted to do a funny animal dedicated show. I show a lot of funny animals, but yeah, I think they're dynamite. I wanted to ask you, because I warned you about this earlier.
Me?
I'd like you to tell people a little bit about how you came to America, because you were not from here.
No.
You were from Germany.
I immigrated here illegally. I'm an illegal immigrant.
All right.
No, I'm not. I'm just kidding. Well, we immigrated here in 1957 legally. My uncle sponsored us, and we came from Cologne, Germany. And once we got here, everybody in my family was just enthralled with American pop culture. We got our first television. We never had a television before. We couldn't own one in Germany. Didn't have the money. My father started working here, and he got the saved up money for whatever, family needed them. My brother finished high school here, Wells High School he went to, and he was a big collector of records, rock and roll records. He was enthralled with that. And we lived in an area called 1957, from 1958, I think, to 1963, Rascal Village. And right across from where we lived was the Hoffing's department store, which was actually just, one level. And then it had a basement where they had all the toys, and I would go over there and see all these toys. And that's how really I got started with all of that. Yeah, that was right there in that area. That's Lincoln, Belmont, and Ashland Avenue. That's how it looked back then, too. It didn't change much.
Now, you said you bought clothes in the store.
Yeah, Hirsch Clothes. We in the later '60s, I started getting my clothes over there. But my mom would always take me over here to the bigger building that you see in the back of Hirsch. That's Weebles, and it's even got the name up there, I think.
Yep.
That's where I used to get all my clothes, and they would have the display for the Christmas holidays with animated Santa Claus and reindeers, like the department stores did at that time. And it was just a big thing for me. And then, you know what? That's how I got, from there, we would walk, from Roscoe Village to the Lincoln Belmont shopping district. And then that shopping district, there's the old Woolworths where I used to go. I used to sit at the lunch counter there in the mid '60s. I had a girlfriend that worked there. That building is still there, but it's it's not Woolworths anymore. Obviously, it's a lot of different places. But we moved from that area into the real Lakeview area about half a mile from Cubs Park in 1963. My dad bought a building there, and I brought all my toys and stuff that I collected, from Roscoe Village with me. And the kids over there, this is how I got my name. The kids over there would see all this when they came to my house. They would see all the stuff that I had, my Soaky toys, which I got up here. I got this one. 1963. This was a Soaky toy that I had. It's missing I just dropped something, but I don't know what it was. Oh, no, I didn't drop anything. It's missing the top. The head. I used to have a head, but that was from 1963. Then I had this, I think, from 1965. And these are all the original ones except for this Top Cat. Bozo, the Clown. I think this was 1964. Deputy Dog. These were put out by Palmolive Colgate, and they had bubble bath water in here. For taking a bubble bath.
Right.
And I kept all this stuff. And with the exception of this I picked up later. I don't know when this actually came out. I think this might be 1965 as well, but that's not the original one that I picked, that I had when I was a kid. This I also think I picked up later. But there's a few other ones that I got back there that I did have that were from my childhood. But anyway, I'm collecting all this stuff. I'm bringing it all with me over there to the house that my father bought, and I'm meeting all these new kids. The whole neighborhood was filled with kids and baby boomers, man. I mean, there were kids everywhere. And there was this little park that we used to go to half a block from my house. And I had kids in my house, Rich Kenny and Mike Murray, and they would tell everybody else all the stuff that I had. And then the girls started making fun of me. They started calling me, "Oh, Johnny, you're strange." And then they got the nickname Strange Johnny. And then, there was the stigma, of having all this stuff, especially with the girls. They would, make fun of you and tease you. But by 1966, I think I was like 14 years old. I was beyond all that stigma and stuff, So they were calling me strange because John is my name in English, translated from Hans into English as John. And everybody would call me Johnny, and then it was Strange Johnny. And then these new girls came into the neighborhood one day, and they were asking, "Why do they call you Strange Johnny?" And the kids were just saying, that's because he collects all these toys what he had when he was a little kid and stuff like that. And there's nothing wrong with that, they were saying. And then there's one girl, Gail, was petting me on the back of the head. It's a strange life. It's a very strange life. He's a strange Johnny. And then about a few days after that, the next time I went to the park, somebody called out. I think it could have been Rich Kenny or this guy, Frank. I think it could have been Frank. I can't remember his last name. They started saying there's Strange Life. Instead of Strange Johnny, they started calling me Strange Life. And the name kind of stuck for about 5 years. So that's the way it was. And then by, the time I got on the YouTube, I was thinking of a name, and that name was stuck with me for 5 years. I figure I'd use the name Strange Life, but it didn't sound right. So I wanted to put something in front of it, and Captain came up because the kids always played in the late 50s, early 60s. We always played pirates, like I was telling you with the garbage can thing and wooden swords. We did all that. And everybody wanted to be some kind of a captain pirate, Captain Blackbeard, Captain Kidd, Captain, who was that guy from Long John Silver?
Yeah.
Everybody was into pirates, at that time. All the Errol Flynn movies, Captain Blood, and the Seahawk and all that stuff. So I put the Captain in front of it, and then I had Captain Strangelife. But that was a great time to be alive over there growing up. We were enthralled with, literally enthralled with American culture. It took me like 2 or 3 months. I came home one day, I was speaking English to my mother, and she was like in shock or something. I just spoke, like to her, it was like I was speaking fluent English all of a sudden. But I guess that's the way it is with a lot of kids, when they start learning a different language when they're young at that age, 5 years, 6 years old.
So you went from Germany straight to Chicago.
No, New York. We came in through the port of New York. By that time, Ellis Island was closed, but it was up north. And we did travel after we got out of the port of New York. We went up, I think, north towards the Empire State Building, and you can see Ellis Island, the Statue of Liberty, and everything. And my father's taking all the pictures and everything like that. And then we were with my uncle who met us there. And then from there, we came to Chicago. But I don't know how. I got to talk to my brother. I think that we must have taken a plane here, but I can't remember. I cannot for the life of me remember if we took a train or a plane. And I was going to talk to him before I came on the show to find out if he remembered how did we get from New York to Chicago. We could have driven, I don't know, for all I know, but that would have been far.
Yeah. Okay.
But, that was my brother I got all my brother's original records, Buddy Holly records, and Richie Valens, and it's just we kept everything, kept a lot, and I kept all my toys as much as I could. As a matter of fact, you want to see this here? I was able to find this and pull it out. This was a toy from Ideal, and this is my original toy. This was called a Sky Sweeper. I don't have the box anymore, and it doesn't work. I need to fix it and get parts for it. But this was my original toy. I even have pictures of me with this toy playing in the kitchen in 1961 on the kitchen floor with this very same toy. What would happen with this is that this has a battery pack, and it would shine a light through it, and there would be these different pictures cards that you get that you put in there, and then you turn on this light, and it would shine on a wall. And over here, you would put in darts, push them in there, and then you press this button, and the darts would shoot out at the target, wherever you flashed a light on the wall. So this was a really cool toy, and I just wish I can get everything. I hope that someday I'll be able to get all the parts that I need to fix this thing. And there's a little mirror in here too that I forgot what function that was. I think, yeah, there's supposed to be a mirror in here somehow.
To help project it, I guess.
Yeah, I think so. Something like that. I can't remember, but so that was a cool toy. I love this toy. But I gotta get it fixed. I hope I can get the parts for it. And I still got my original Marxicopter. Did you ever hear of those?
Mark's figures, yeah. Yeah.
That was a big toy that with a long rod, batteries at the end for balancing, and then the helicopter was on the other end, and you'd be able to fly it around and pick up, various different machines, Jeeps and toy Jeeps and other stuff, toy soldiers, and they'd have rings on the toy soldiers like this, and you'd be able to try to hook it and fly away with it. So I got that, my Soki toys, and my aunt gave me this. She gave me a lot of stuff, lunch boxes and little golden books that used to belong to my cousins, her kids, and this was given to me. I think this is from
wow.
I think this is from 1956. I think I got it in 1957 or 58. Roman numerals. No, 1950, 1955.
Wow.
I don't know, man. It doesn't.
But I can't make it out. But
yeah, it's not focusing properly. But my aunt gave me that, and I try to keep it. It kept a lot of stuff, everything, and my mom did too. I don't know exactly why, but I'm happy that she did. She collected, my marbles. I would play marbles outside of the house. I would play marbles in the house. And she took one of my dad's cigar boxes and kept all my marbles, and I got these. In the late 1990s, she brought this box out with all my original marbles in it. From when I was a kid in 1962, 61, 60. And my dad's cigar box. I don't know when she got the cigar box. That could have been later. But my dad was smoking these cigars, It's kind of... I showed this before one time. Anyway. Don't want to bore everybody with all this stuff, but it was...
No. I asked you. So,
yeah.
That's what I want to do. I want to ask people pertinent questions, things I've always wanted to ask. That's why last week I asked Jambo where his name came from, and I started to say a little bit about myself. So I will also continue that. What do? I work for a large church organization, and we take everyone's files and we scan them, and then they turn into an image, a graphic. So I'm working with graphics. They're very boring graphics, but I work with them, and so I process them. Here's some old servers that we no longer have anymore, but there I'm in there launching missiles and doing whatever.
Yeah.
But
you don't secretly work for the government, do you?
No. And in my spare time, I like to doodle and draw little guys like this. So I'm a big, funny animal kind of guy. This is my version of a little duck drawn by Al Hubbard. And I did my best rendition of that. So there's a little insight into Graphic Man's world. So,
oh man, all I can draw is stick people. Everybody's got better talent at art than I do. I can draw stick people, and that's it. I don't know what the problem is. Everybody can draw, except me.
No.
I feel so bad.
Scotty is glad you didn't lose your marbles.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. I knew it.
There's Meyer doing the same thing. Yeah. Yeah, they all think it's good. I agree. It's great to know. We know you a little better now, I think. So, yeah. Oh, that's the life cap. Yes. Curator thinks I was in the movie War Games. Yeah. And that's how we turn off the Gil Kane alarm. I have to go push a button over here, and my wife has to push a button over there. It's big, complicated. They all got fat. I do circle people. Yes, yes. Why, thank you, Michael Taylor. Yes, draw the best women.
Especially the women.
All right, I will draw my little dotted line, and I will show some more. Let's see here. I'll start with some goofy comics. I've shown this one before, but I like the fact that the giraffe wants to tip his hat, and he's thought it through, and he goes, you know what I need? I need a big stick to grab my hat and tip it at the right appropriate time. So, because that would be a problem. Here's Famous Funnies. And
I got the same thing going in my head with a question mark. What?
Yeah.
What is that?
Why are you washing the geese, you know? Here's a Looney Tune. And she's got flowers in her hat, and so it's an accidental drive-by watering. There's some more Walt Disney. This is a Walt Kelly cover. And another Walt Kelly.
Walt Kelly, Walter Lands, Walt Disney, Walt Scott. A lot of Walt's around.
Yeah, Sir Walter Scott.
Yep.
There's Woody Woodpecker making a guest appearance.
I did a play on words there, a lot of Walt's around.
Yep.
Walt's around. I'm laughing at my own stupid jokes.
Yeah, we all have to do that.
Oh, shit.
I don't think that would work, but it might work for like a second. Less Huey is lighter than we think.
I remember trying that one time when I was about 10 years old off a garage roof with large pieces of cardboard.
So
it didn't work, of course.
No. That's a great hiding place inside a hollow snowman. And it's bath time, but they got to do the dishes. So I guess that would save time, but we don't recommend trying that at home.
Always getting into mischief.
Half the time, and then when they're in the Junior Woodchucks, they're model citizens. Here's a pirate cover for you.
I love me the pirates, I do. Get rid of the duck, put a skull.
Here's a raining cover.
Love that.
And I grill in the rain. I know what it's like.
I've done that too. I love the rain. I love the rain.
Donald's reading ghost stories. Keeping those poor boys up. That's a Carl Barks cover.
He's got a lot of water coming out of his eyes there.
There's another Carl Barks.
How do you discern between a Barks cover and a Walt Kelly cover? How are you able to do that without knowing? Can you do that without actually knowing? If you get somebody shows you a cover that you never seen before, would you be able to tell?
I can guess. Like this is a Tony Strobel. It's all in how the duck bill is drawn.
Oh,
So
it's interesting to me.
there's more barks. Scary.
I love these gag covers on these funny books.
All right, I'm going to pass it over to you, and then I will show some Tom and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And I'll show it, Tom and Jerry. 160. 104 from 1953. Not any particular drama on this cover or anything like that, but it's got Droopy, floating heads, and one of them is Droopy. I love those old Droopy cartoons. Here's a rain cover with bugs after the carrots. Always after the carrots. That's why he's got such good eyesight, huh?
Yeah.
This is a reader copy of Looney Tunes. I was going to actually throw in this comic book with a... I always, when I sell something, I always throw in other copies that I don't want anymore of, low-grade books, but I decided to keep this.
Good grief.
I'm playing tic-tac-toe. Is that... I'm going to get a higher grade copy of this, but... And then still keep this as a reader copy. There's Space Mouse.
Yes. That's Walter Lantz.
Yes, indeed. And then here's the other copy. Now I got 3 copies of The Dead Moose in the Fridge.
Yeah. Napoleon is the dog seen on Famous Funnies.
Here's a gold key with Woody the Woodpecker. They ate some pie, but they're pretending that it's not, that they're sleepwalking.
They are not responsible.
Right. Exactly. This is a really cool cover. It's also animated, but I would have to make a copy of this one too. I got to put this one on the side, and then later on, maybe in another, and when I upload my next video, I'll show how these things work. I know that you got some, Mike. They did a few of these, right? These animated covers.
I have a Donald Duck, but I didn't cut it or anything.
Oh, well, I didn't. Not.
Yeah.
I wouldn't cut it either, but
Yeah, it's the Donald Duck where he's being chased by a shark.
that should be funny. Here's 1951, the height of the Howdy Doody Show. This is kind of an odd little bizarre cover. You can draw your own conclusions there in the fossil gallery. The fossilites in the fossil gallery. Fossilary.
Yeah.
Fossilary. It is a little bit strange there. And here's one. I decided to keep this too. I was going to include this as a giveaway and the stuff that I sell, but I decided to keep it as a reader copy. I'll just upgrade it. It's got water damage on the cover. But I love the Fox and the Crow.
I do. The Crow he's a hoot.
Yeah, he's amazing. And the gag covers are just amazing in here. So I got that. Now, let me go back. Go back over here. I have this is from 1950, number 74 from 1950, Haha Comics. What's interesting about this, it's got a Little Sambo cover story in here. Believe that? So this to me is kind of of historical significance because of that, you know.
I remember that. You showed that to me and Eric Breen about 3.5 years ago.
I think I did.
And
Yeah.
I mentioned that we had a Sambo's here and I ate it. You ate at yours. And I think Eric had one. And that's all I remember about it. But I think it was based on that book that we started even talking about Sambo's.
Yeah, and you know, I had a history teacher's last name was Sambo. They always joked about him. Eric.
Oh, okay.
You got an Uncle Remus type character right there. So not to offend anybody, but
Right. No, you're just showing historical.
yeah, this to me is of historical significance because
I agree.
they would never publish anything like this today. You couldn't do it. It wouldn't be proper to do it.
Well, they could publish it, but they'd have to have about 15 pages at the front explaining how no one does that anymore. And you know,
or else somebody's going to get offended.
Yeah, well, they need to hurry up, just get onto it. You know.
Anyway, that was that. And I think I got a second copy of that too. Okay. Did I read anything in it? What is this? No. $12 I paid for this, and it was from the Bunky Brothers. Bought this on eBay.
Why is he quitting? I don't
know. You know, this is another book that I have to rebag and board. And how that board needs to go. It's so much easier to show these when you get them out of the plastic.
Oh, he's a shoe shine. I get it. He's a shoe shine boy. And here comes a customer that's going to take forever.
Right. Because he's got.
I get it.
He's got about 100 pair of shoes there. It's another one I paid $12 for. You can't find these for $12 today anymore. Let me get this one out of here.
Oh, wow.
But the ads are so interesting to me. I love
the
ads in the back of these. I just wish I could get a better camera so this would all come into focus properly, so you get a real good perspective of what these ads were like. Anyway, caramba, c'est la vie. There's a little romance.
Oh,
get this out of here. Wow, these are. I must have put these away when I bought them and then never bagged and boarded them properly.
Wow. ACG was just so underrated. What a great publisher.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Got a sewing machine that girls could get.
I love the ads. You know, Gratu's always talking about how ACG had all these wonderful ads in there that it didn't have such great ads in the other comic book companies as compared with ACG. You know, the way that's true.
Here's Curious Joe. Hello, Curious. Oh, great ad.
Oh, you know what? This is Phil Rizzuto. Eric Breen. I was wondering about this. I seen this ad in another comic, and I was talking about it, and I mentioned that Eric Breen might know know who this guy is, and he responded in the comments and said exactly who he was and what he did. I can't remember because I'm not a huge fan of baseball. I don't know that much about it, but he knew right away. Still got some nice color
Yeah.
and gloss on here.
Yeah.
Cover gloss.
And the boy cat's face is great. Her face is great. It's well drawn.
Just don't know who does it. Okay, here's haha number 88 from. Let's see what year this is from here. 1952, my birth year.
So the same centipede guy gets around.
Yeah, I wonder what they call him. Charlie the Centipede, maybe. Izzy and Dizzy.
Man. A little bit of bleed through, but that's understandable.
Yes, indeed. I see that.
Well, look at all that red on the front. That's, yeah. It has to go somewhere.
Yeah, you're right. Look at that. I didn't see that. This is the first time I taking this out of there. You know, I got some of these Cowboys and Indians.
But it's still, you know, I hate to use the word presentable. It's still readable. It's good. It's not too overwhelming.
No, they're pretty nice. I mean,
Yeah.
well, the cover is newsprint. I think it's made from newsprint, and they bleed. They would bleed through easier than the other covers that were more glossy to begin with. But boy, all of these got to be redone, recooked. They got to be rebagged and boarded. Oh, this is a nice condition here. This is haha number. Well, I thought it was in nice condition. From 1953, number. The hell, I don't know what it is. Number 89.
Cool.
Date stamp on there.
Fun sledding. Man.
I just. The camera is what bothers me. Can't get over that. This is one. I should have had these all out of the bag so I wouldn't be wasting so much darn time.
Well, Michael is saying you're going to have fun rebagging all these too.
Yeah, we'll have that. Look at this chin drop.
You might take this opportunity to put them in Mylar or something.
Yeah, I'll do. That's what I'm going to do. Glad I pulled this box out. I haven't done this in a long time. I'll show one more, and then I don't know how long you want to go on with the show. It's already 8:30.
I can do one little round, and that can be it if you'd like.
So it's up to you.
Yeah.
Totally up to you. This has got some water damage on
it. Great. Outer space. They got helmets. Wonderful. Wonderful.
A little bit of water damage on there, but doesn't matter to me. I love them just the same. Baby turtles. Live baby turtles given away. You couldn't do that today anymore. Okay.
All right. Fantastic stuff. Fantastic. I said I'd show some Tom and Jerry. As you can see, we're all over the place here.
You can say that again.
So you should try this next time you put up the tree. Do a little golf action.
I remember seeing some of the cartoons with Tom and Jerry when they were all in the Christmas tree and destroying it.
Here's a good Western. Somebody's hiding in the holster. And here are the Mouse Musketeers.
Wasn't there a movie with them as the Musketeers? A short animated film, I thought.
I do not know that. I'm sure one of our delightful fans will know that. He's about to take a trip.
Wait a minute. Was it said the MGM?
Yeah.
Oh, MGM's Musketeers. Yeah.
Tom's always, just. I mean, of course, he's got good reason to be upset. I mean, look at
What happened to his sword?
They're tearing it up.
Oh my goodness.
He's trying to sharpen it.
They're using his sword to sharpen theirs. Snowman. In the armor. Rusty armor.
Playing pool outdoors. And yes, the red nose is Dale, and the other guy is Chip. So here is Heckle and Jekyll.
Very cool.
They're getting that wiener right back. This was sent to me by
Hot Dog.
Black Box Silver and Bronze.
Very nice.
Yeah, he also sent me this one.
I got a yearning for a hot dog now with mustard. Lots of nice yellow mustard.
Go to Sonic. They have the best corn dog. Here's a Mickey Mouse as a secret agent. For about 3 issues there, he was helping out the government.
Something's going to blow up there.
Here's 1949.
Oh, those covers are so great. The artwork on them.
You like floating heads? Some people do. The action on this cover has the ball hitting one of the floating heads of Woody.
Some of these things are kind of funny, these gag covers.
Yeah. There was a big craze to walk around on stilts.
Yep.
Woody's not too happy about that. Looks like Andy Panda vacuumed up Charlie. My mom had a vacuum like that. You had to empty out the bag. And
all that dust would get in your
face.
You breathe it into your lungs.
Yeah. Merry Christmas.
Those nefarious vacuum cleaners. Nice.
If Meyer's watching, he likes covers with food on them. Here's some corn on the cob.
Covers with food on them.
Yeah, he's wanting to display a few of them in his kitchen. Usually somebody having a picnic or something like that.
That's kind of neat. Neat idea.
And the last one, they're smoking the pipe.
You gotta wonder what's in it.
Yeah.
It reminds me, I could get some of those. I wanted to get some of those covers with the bathtub and hang those up in my bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then let them get destroyed by moisture.
Like that the Walt Disney I showed where
Yeah.
the whole tub is frozen. So, well, I don't know if you had anything else. I'll just run through the comments real quick.
Yeah.
The captain and I are in the Central Time Zone there, Scott.
I think we're in the same time zone.
Yeah. Yeah. Very nice books. Ah. I agree. Why, thank you. I am one of us.
Thumbs up, y'all.
All right. Yeah. When I'm done here, I'm going to finish reading a pulp. So, new Fleddies are awesome. Hans, do they still have the old school hot dog stands in Chicago?
Yeah, far and few in between, you know. By a Greenblatt there. I have a wall in my kitchen.
Yeah. Did they make cartoons independent? I think they did. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. You get that after out of a Cardinals game. Of course, Captain in Chicago, does anybody dare walk down the streets with the Cardinals shirt on?
I don't know. Maybe in some neighborhoods where they don't speak English.
Yeah, well,
There's plenty of those.
I think about halfway to Chicago, there's still some Cardinal fans, and then it turns into all Cubs. A little bit of White Sox. Yes, thank you for the thumbs up. We appreciate it. Great show. Thumbs up. I appreciate it. Later Night Tiger. Did you have a closing book to show, or?
Me, well, I got two other ones that
All right.
maybe people never heard of them before. I don't know.
There you go.
It's Standard Comics.
Oh, nice.
Cuckoo. You ever heard of these? The title Cuckoo? Cuckoo Comics?
Not necessarily, but that's a nice gag. It's a taxi cab for a kangaroo.
I bought this at the Comic Kingdom, 1998 for $5. That was run by Joe Zarno. He was one of the guys that started the Chicago Comic Con. It's got a new backer board in there, but I kept the old backer board as well. You can
I do that. From time to time, I do that, especially if there's a lot of room in the bag.
Yeah. And then here's the other one that I got. These are the only two Cuckoo comics that I have. This is 6/18/45. One is from 1946. For some reason, this one, he had a price of $20 on there, but I'm sure I did not pay $20 for this. This is also from the Comic Kingdom, Joe Zarno.
Oh, man. I think the publisher was Standard.
Yeah, Standard Comics. I don't know if you can't probably see it, but it's
1946. Is that what it says?
Yeah, and he's got a price of $20 on it, but I'm probably paid about half of that. But I think he had a high price on it because it is pretty nice, higher grade. The back. And that will do it, I suppose. Oh, here's a nice splash page. I like the splash page here.
Excellent.
So, well, I'm going to have a lot of stuff to read and bag and board tonight.
Yeah. You'll be up all night.
Zippy by Don R. You know who he is, Don R?
No.
I don't either.
Well, we thank all the people that joined us tonight, or people that are watching on replay. Don't forget this Saturday, Eric Breen will be on with Dr. Silver Age for the Saturday show. I don't know if it'll be a good show. I mean, two old fossils talking to each other. Who wants to see that, right, Captain? No one does that anymore.
I
Right?
don't want to watch these old
Yeah.
fossils. I don't even know where they got the name from.
Yeah,
But John, this Saturday he's going to be on. I got
this
to get up.
Saturday.
I have such a hard time getting up, and I explained that to Rod one time, and he was very, very forgiving of me, because I feel so bad, I don't get up in time. But I'm gonna make a point of it this time to be up.
Yeah. Enjoy what I missed on the replay. Yeah, I hope so. The library, I hope so. And let's see. Chat is jumping. Comic shop, great memories.
Curious Joe Studios. How does he know that? Is he in Chicago?
He mentioned something Chicago related, the Cubs. So,
Oh,
well, thank you, Lead Paint. We appreciate it.
I surely do too.
Hope you like it. And just a word here about next week's show. Outstanding. Thank you, Meyer. I know I'm going to miss some chat here in a second. For next week's show, what's coming up? Well, I'm going to have another great theme. I'm going to be joined by Spinner Rack Studios.
Oh, all right.
We're going to have a Spider-Man jamboree.
Oh, that's going to be nice.
And there you go. That's me as the Green Goblin. And I hope everybody tunes in next Wednesday to see Spinner Rack.
Maybe freeze himself in time.
Yes, he's got a fantastic Spider-Man collection. I'm going to show some great Spider-Man goodies too. So we hope to see you all then. And I once again thank Captain for being here. Thank you for telling a little about your history. And
thanks for having me on. I missed the 4-color fossils. I really think you did a fantastic job, and I know it was very, very, very difficult because a lot of time involved in that. But it's going to evolve into something maybe even nicer. Maybe when you do a few shows here and there, that they might be even greater than anything else.
Yeah, well, let's hope so.
Yep.
All right, till then, we will see you all next time. On behalf of my guests, thank you for showing up, and happy drawing, everybody.
Thank you all, fossilites.
Fossilites. Good name.